Hi and welcome back, everybody. Hope you're all having a fantastic day out there. Today is May 20th, 2023. It's actually my 6th anniversary with my wife, Brittany, but I want to get out some of this breaking content that I've come across. I want to get it out to you. I've also got some content on Ripple later on in the show that I want to talk about. 5 different things that made last week extremely bullish for Ripple. In the past couple days, we've talked a little bit about what Congress is doing in terms of regulatory clarity and what's not being done and that sort of thing. So I've talked about some of the challenges we have with our friend Elizabeth Warren, right? And others that are trying to create legislation against the crypto sector. But I want to talk first and foremost about a couple friends that we have in the crypto industry. All I ever ask is if you like XRP, you like XLM, you like this type of content, drop that X in the comment section below if you like these updates. Of course, click that like button below. If you're new to the channel, come on in, join us. It's absolutely free to subscribe, and let's get started. I want to first start with this. Bipartisan Securities Clarity Act reintroduced amid crypto regulatory challenges. So we've talked about challenges, right? But listen to this. Amid ongoing legal battles between the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission, also known as SEC, and several cryptocurrency organizations, a bipartisan effort led by Majority Whip Tom Emmer and Representative Darren Soto has reintroduced the Securities Clarity Act. We're going to talk about that. Now, I know a lot of people have talked about Tom Emmer as kind of being a puppet on strings. Look, say what you will, he is for this industry. He is for cryptocurrency regulation in the right way. So let's continue on here. The act, initially presented in 2020, aims to make a clear line between commodities and securities, therefore refining regulatory legislation concerning digital assets. So what are Emmer's assertions? That the current laws lack of distinction between an asset and a security contract. It may be part of compromises American innovations. I'm going to stop right there because that is what is so important and what he is trying to push. Stop trying to hold back American innovation. America and the USA has always been a leader in innovation. So when people like Elizabeth Warren try to stop that have no idea what blockchain technology and crypto is capable in terms of reshaping the financial system to benefit, it really stops innovation, right? It really holds us back in a big way. So getting into our problematic areas in the U.S., the U.S. debt ceiling crisis is something we need to talk about. So bullish or bearish for Bitcoin, they say. In the latest report, there was an assessment of the risk of possible debt default in the U.S. and the impact of the debt ceiling crisis on crypto and the broader market. Now, we know that Fed Chairman Powell has recently said they're probably going to ease back on interest rates. That's at least what it's looking like. And so is that bullish for crypto? Yes. However, when we take a look at what the U.S. is doing, they're saying if the debt ceiling is not lifted by June 1st, the country risks missing debt obligations due to Treasury bondholders, therefore defaulting on its sovereign debt. We all know what's going to happen, right? They're going to establish a ceiling. They're going to increase the debt. What's going to happen? Guaranteed that inflation will rise. So what's the problem here? Well, the problem is most experts agree U.S. government defaulting would be catastrophic for the U.S. economy and global financial system. Stock markets could crash, millions of jobs could be lost, and the economy would likely fall into a recession. They say likely fall into a recession. I'm of the belief that we are in a recession right now and have been for a while if you take a look at all the data. So I think that's very, very clear. On the other hand, we take a look at what's happening with the bipartisan support. Finally, we are getting in Congress here in the States. I got to tip my hat, give a shout out to UK and Europe, and all of Europe really, for leading the way. And there's been several articles coming out here lately about how the European countries are really establishing solid clarity and regulation. And so unfortunately for me, here in the US, unfortunately for me, maybe you live in Europe and you are a beneficiary of this, but here we are lagging, we are slow, we are falling behind. And we've gotten a lot of people in the comment section here of as of lately from Europe giving shout outs, throwing that X in the comment section. I salute you. Good on you all for out there fighting for crypto and making it happen in the right way. Again, what is happening here with the banking sector? JP Morgan persistently discriminating against their own clients, closing bank accounts without warning, according to Republican attorney generals in 19 states in the US, okay? So again, we look at what Fed Powell is saying. He's probably going to be setting back, slowing down interest rates, but banks are abruptly freezing assets. US debt ceiling rising. Regardless whether they push back on interest rates, we're going to consistently see inflation rise, in my personal opinion. I want to leave you with this, some bullish Ripple content. I don't want it all to be doom and gloom. Again, there is a lot of good coming out of what has been said this past week in terms of regulation. Congress does appear to be on the side of looking at crypto as mostly commodities versus what the SEC chairman Gary Gensler is trying to say is that it's mostly securities. We know that to be false. We know that most of his friends are sitting at Wall Street or sitting in the banking sector that are scared of what this innovation has to offer you and I, retail investors, right? Ripple had a successful week though. Hinman documents were released. Ripple acquired Medico. That was huge, guys. A huge acquisition of a Swiss-based company focused on digital asset custody and tokenization. $250 million is what they put into this acquisition. Now, Ripple unveils its CBDC platform. Whether you like CBDCs or not, I believe they are definitely part of the future. I would rather have Ripple as part of that future for obvious reasons. Honors at Digital Currency Awards. In addition to previously mentioned developments, Ripple also secured 2 major honors and just concluded 2023 Digital Currency Awards. And then finally, Warren Jensen joins the team. The latest notable developments for Ripple came as expansion of the team. The firm announced on May 19th that Warren Jensen would be joining the board and also appointed as the chair of audit committee with notable financial background as the former CFO of Electric Arts and Amazon. Jensen brings valuable expertise to Ripple's board. So a lot to be bullish on, guys. More to be bullish on than bearish, in my personal opinion. I believe 2 assets will dominate the future in digital currencies. I believe that's Xrp Xlm. Let me know your thoughts, your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to drop that X below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next one.